While it might not reach the wacky heights of Fallout 3 and New Vegas, Fallout 4 still has its fair share of weirdness for you to discover. Here are the 6 weirdest quests we've come across in our adventures through the Commonwealth. No main story missions here, but consider this your warning if you're avoiding side quest spoilers.
You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
If you're sick of jaunty big band songs about nuclear energy on your Pip-Boy, head to the vicinity of Good Neighbor, where you can pick up Silver Shroud Radio. This is an excellent radio serial about the mysterious crime fighter, the Silver Shroud.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud.
I mean, excellent is a relative term. It's run by Kent Connolly, a ghoul who's really into the Silver Shroud. So into the Silver Shroud that he wants you to find a Silver Shroud costume, put it on, and fight crime on his behalf. Makes sense, I mean, he's not really detective material himself.
But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself.
I'm already wearing it, mate.
There she is, pretty as the posters.
From this point onwards, Kent uses Silver Shroud Radio to give you the names of criminals who need to be brought to justice, which here is shorthand for riddling them with bullets. Thing is, his enthusiasm is pretty infectious, and you soon find yourself getting into the whole ridiculous scenario.
Your crimes have gone unpunished for too long.
What the hell's wrong with you?
That'll teach you to murder Trevor from GTA 5, I guess.
Many have sought to pierce the shroud, to no avail.
Anyway, I'm sure this rampage of vigilante justice won't come back to bite us, right, Kent?
I'm going to kill Kent. Then we're gonna shoot the hell out of you. Nothing's gonna be left but paste. Then, I'm going to Good Neighbor and kill every last worthless bastard there and burn the whole thing down.
Oh man, is that the time? I've got to go and defend my settlements, Kent, sorry.
I am Captain Ironsides, commander of the U.S.S. Constitution. You visit this fine vessel in trying times. It calmed these long years on her airy perch. Damn you, Weatherby Savings and Loan! I spit at you.
The U.S.S. Constitution was a US Navy frigate built at the end of the 18th century which became a museum ship docked in Boston Harbour, and at some point before Fallout 4 was fitted with giant rocket engines because it's important to respect history. Turns out the U.S.S. Constitution is now crewed entirely by robots and under the command of Captain Ironsides, a sentry bot wearing an adorable hat.
What a singular request. Were you in the Navy, I would remind you of your oath.
Ironsides wants to get the USS Constitution running again, so he can get it into the Atlantic Ocean, so he can launch a retaliatory attack on China. Unfortunately, most of the ship's systems are broken on account of it having been built in the 1790s. Hey, at least the cannons still work. Agree to fix the ship for Ironsides and his crew, and the ship will eventually make its final glorious voyage, heading out across the skies of the Commonwealth, bound for the ocean and its destiny on the waves where... Oh.
We did it! Victory at last!
Nice job, guys.
I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet, the very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
In your endless quest for part-time work to stave off actually having to look for your son, you might come across the Cabot family, apparently the only family in Boston who still have a cleaner in the post-apocalypse.
Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
The Cabots are an old Boston family in the most literal sense, in that they're all well over 400 years old, thanks to an immortality serum derived from their father Lorenzo's blood, which took on supernatural properties after he discovered an alien artifact in Arabia in 1894. Look, I just work here, okay?
The artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood, so the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives.
Your final mission for the Cabots is to head to Parsons State Insane Asylum, where Lorenzo is being kept in what correctional facilities term a magneto prison.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me.
Here, you'll need to stop him being freed by raiders after his immortality juice. Of course, this being Fallout, you have a choice to make. Do you listen to Jack Cabot and kill Lorenzo, or do you listen to Lorenzo and let him out?
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one.
I mean, that isn't the hat of a sane person. Still, I guess it couldn't hurt. I mean, how much damage could an immortal, psychokinetic evil guy cause if we let him out?
You know I would never.
You have all betrayed me.
kept me a prisoner and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives.
Oh yeah, it's loads, isn't it?
Jeffries, Lee got the recorder working. So this the sort of detail you had in mind when you signed up for the Gunners? Hauling luggage from Linwood's for some robot butler?
The Commonwealth's Museum of Witchcraft was always going to be creepy with its lack of natural light and many, many mannequins, but the holotape you discover on a smashed-up corpse just outside really seals the deal.
Connors! Where's the rest of him?
Jesus. Found us.
It soon becomes apparent that you're not alone inside the museum thanks to telltale signs such as strange noises, weird shaking, and dead bodies being noisily eaten and dragged around in plain view, yeah. Further investigation reveals the mysterious horror lurking in the museum is actually a savage deathclaw that had slaughtered the gunner platoon we heard on the holotape earlier.
Sergeant Lee, grab the case. Do not let that thing out of your sight. Everyone inside the museum, now!
I hope whatever was in that case was worth it.
A nest full of deathclaw eggs. A dozen, maybe more. Smashed to bits. Except this one. No wonder they wouldn't tell us what was in that case.
Deathclaw eggs? Well, someone must have a pretty good reason for wanting something that dangerous, right?
Well, if you must know, one of our patrons has been asking after a cooked deathclaw egg a la wedding ham for some time.
I mean, that does sound delicious, so yeah, fair enough.
It keeps peeking up out of the water. Hey, do you think it's dangerous? It hasn't attacked anyone yet, but maybe it's just waiting.
If you're near the Shamrock Tap House and can tear yourself away from the robot that dispenses cold beers, head to the docks to hear about a sea monster from a kid named Donnie Kowalski.
I bet it wants fresh meat, like us. Only then you'd have to kill it and leave its dead body here all bloody and stuff. That would be so awesome.
Closer inspection reveals the sea monster to actually be a Chinese nuclear submarine called the Yangtze, still crewed by a ghoul named Captain Zhao.
Captain of the Chinese Navy. I sail the Yangtze 31.
Assuming you can keep your anti-commie rage in check long enough to talk to him.
Commie bastard. You destroyed my country. Die!
I said, assuming you can keep your anti-commie rage in check, you can help him fix the Yangtze, which I assume is a pretty straightforward process.
Do not put the warhead in first. Do that, 死亡. Death for you and me both.
Yeah, I hear you. Nuke in the slot. Whoops. Anyway, do this in the right order and you can send the Yangtze on its way to continue its mission of, well, whatever it is they want to get up to now, I guess. You guys should try linking up with the crew of the U.S.S. Constitution. I think you'd get on famously.
Someone there? I can hear you. Get me out of this thing.
Look, I don't care what Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull says, fridges are not a great place to hide from an oncoming nuclear explosion. Take Billy Peabody. He climbed into a fridge back in 2077, got locked in, and is still there 200 years later, all noseless and ghouly.
My legs are so stiff. Everything's so different. Guess I was in there for a really long time.
Despite all this, he seems in pretty high demand. You can't walk 10 feet without someone offering to buy him off you.
Cute kid. Is he for sale?
For the right price, yeah.
Please, don't sell me to this guy.
Only kidding, Billy. That would be terrible. Still, it seems unlikely your parents are still alive after 200 years.
Son? Is that really you?
It's me. It's really me.
Oh wow, I guess you're pretty lucky, Billy. I mean, apart from spending 200 years in a fridge.
Oh my god! We thought you were dead.
Those were the seriously strange Fallout 4 quests that we've stumbled across in the Commonwealth. Did we miss your favourite weird objective? Suggestions in the comments, and like and subscribe for more videos like this from Outside Xbox. Thanks for watching.